Hello, Coach. Bill Burnett with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and we're back again to take a look at Wisdom Walk Sports. It's a publication by Summerside Press, and Dan Britton and Jimmy Page are the authors. Jimmy and Dan do a great job. They're staff members with the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and great guys, and they've really hit a home run with this Wisdom Walk series. 40 life-changing, game-changing principles for athletes and coaches. We're going to be talking about Peloton power. I don't know if you've ever heard that word before. I never had, and I didn't really know what it was all about. But you have to work together to win is the big idea here. You have to work together to win. Peloton power is kind of like the V formation that geese use when they're flying south. And of course you probably know about that there's always one up front, and he's doing most of the hard work because he's flying into the wind, and the other guys are flying behind him in order to draft off of his flying in front of them. And so they can save a lot of energy by doing that. And you know, it's really pretty interesting because when you hear them go over and you hear them honking and they're making a lot of noise and everything, well, those are the guys in the back that are encouraging the guys up front that are doing all the hard work to keep it up, man, keep it going, you got it going. And so it's really interesting how God has created that as an expression of what this principle is all about. And you can see it in cycling, where you have a large group of guys that are all in one big group, and they're in that group for a reason, and that is once again to reduce the wind resistance. And it's estimated that they can save up to 40% of their energy by being in the group like that. And so the team has to work together. There are several riders all on the same team, and they work together to help as best they can to reduce the amount of energy that it requires to complete a stage, because they got to do another stage the very next day. So there's the Peloton. That's what that group is called. And we are better together is the principle involved in that. Philippians 1:27 talks about that. Paul is writing this particular letter from prison, and here's what he's saying. Hey, I'm going to get to come see you guys again sometime. I don't know when it's going to be, but I hope it's soon. But he says, whether I come to see you again or only hear about you, I will know that you are standing together in one spirit and one purpose, fighting together for the faith, which is the good news. And then also Paul talked about something that's really important, which is the body of Christ working together within the church to accomplish the purpose of the church, and that is to be a witness for Christ. Paul knew that if we don't work together for the same goal as believers, that we will fail in our mission as believers. 1 Corinthians 12:12 and verses 18 through 19 says, the body is a unit, though it is made up of many parts, and though all its parts are many, they form one body. In fact, God has arranged the parts of the body, every one of them, just as He has wanted them to be. If they were all one part, where would the body be? I mean, what if we were all an eye or a toe or, an ear, whatever? It just wouldn't work, would it? There's a great picture there in terms of what we need as believers. We're all part of the same team, yet we have different roles. Each one of us brings unique gifts and talents to the table. And we have to play out our role, live out our role to help the body of Christ reach its mission, meets its overall goal. And that is to bless others. You know, if you got a guy that's out there saying, hey, I'm doing my spiritual gift, but he's not blessing other people, well then it's probably not a good use of the spiritual gift. Sometimes we're tempted to break away and do our own thing, kind of like that, and that independence hurts us, and it hurts the team, and we won't be able to accomplish our goal. So, whatever your role is, Coach, know that when you do it well for the sake of the team, we all win. And so we're better together, and that's Peloton power. I hope you'll remember that this week and in the weeks ahead, and we'll be back here next week, so join us again for Wisdom Walks.